Peace and love, family. How y'all doing today? We are FoxandRob Rich, dedicated members of families and friends of Louisiana's incarcerated children.
Affectionately known as FFLIC.
That's right. We are also the subjects of an Oscar-nominated film, Time, that is now streaming live on Amazon Prime Video. Time chronicles our family's story from bondage to freedom. Today it is our prayer that the families of New Orleans who are suffering from the latest aftermath, that you all are safe and are doing well during these most challenging and trying times.
From a world pandemic to now the ravishings of Hurricane Ida, to raging wildfires in our country, all over our nation, we are experiencing a very difficult time. I was supposed to serve as the keynote speaker for the 20th anniversary of FFLIC this past weekend, but instead I am coming to you now asking for your continued support, because if FFLIC ever needed us before, it certainly needs us now.
FFLIC is now turning its attention to the direct needs of our community at this moment by providing stipends as well as other wraparound services to families that are most hard hit by this latest round of devastation.
They are providing families with emergency stipends, and while our families are waiting on the lengthy process that we all know it takes sometimes to receive FEMA's assistance. Listen, FFLIC has always advocated for our families and our youth who are most negatively impacted by systematic racism. And so it is no wonder that they find themselves on the front lines of direct services to our families who are most vulnerable to these natural disasters. Though I will not be able to give the keynote address for the 20th anniversary gala for FFLIC, there is still a message that I must deliver. And that message is a message of love. The foundation of FFLIC over the last 20 years has been about the strength and love of family. And if you have seen Time, you know that Rob and I know about the strength and love of family and how through it we can conquer anything. That is why in 2001, FFLIC was founded by a group of parents, primarily Black mothers, who band together to fight for their children against the abuse and violence that incarceration was bringing. FFLIC has not only been family to me, this organization continues to advocate for the reunification of all families impacted by incarceration and bring awareness and the toll of loved ones to the forefront of our society for others to even begin to understand that it is our women and our children that are experiencing the everlasting persistence that these tragedies bring. Parents and loved ones have been forced to endure the pandemic of racism, the pandemic of COVID-19, and now the tragedy of Hurricane Ida, all while being separated from their children. Thanks to the power of love, organizations like our FFLIC and your generosity can support our families in this moment of devastation. Each of us can be a part of the future of intergenerational Black women leadership, in which children receive all of the services and community support that they need, and that there will be no more youth prisons.
Please donate now. Your help will go a long way in continuing the services that FFLIC, FFLIC, has continued to provide to our families that are most struggling through these hard times.